Earth, Sea and Sky is a non-profit conservation center on the island of Zakynthos, Greece. The organization serves as an information center for tourists visiting nearby Eurakis Beach, one of the main nesting sites for loggerhead sea turtles. Zakynthos is home to 80% of Mediterranean loggerhead sea turtles, but their habitat is being destroyed. The main cause is human behavior, including tourism. Earth, Sea and Sky is currently raising money to buy equipment to open its clinic doors and receive wounded sea turtles. Without this clinic so close to the nesting beaches, they must survive an 8-hour bus ride to the nearest clinic in Athens. Unlike environmental or marine life organizations in Charleston and the rest of the U.S., Earth, Sea and Sky receives no government funding and very few local volunteers due to many complicated political and environmental factors. The organization relies completely on volunteers and donations. Without it, Earth, Sea and Sky would not be able to keep its doors open to talk to tourists or to one day open its clinic. As volunteers at Earth, Sea and Sky, alternative break participants were willing to do anything. We helped build a new enclosure for terrapin turtles, we did beach cleanups, created a fun kids corner, and cleaned the rehabilitation tanks and filters. We were involved in the daily maintenance of the facility and worked in the gift shop. We also surveyed the beaches every morning for signs of turtle nests so that these locations could be protected further. Most importantly, though, we talked to the visitors. We talked to guests about the effects of tourism and the dangers that the environment of Greece is facing. We were able to offer safe alternative ways to see the island and its wildlife in hopes of discouraging the harmful sea turtle spotting boat tours. The positive personal interactions often influenced guests' donations as well. The purpose of this alternative break trip was not only to serve a wonderful organization that needs our help, but to understand how a community can work together with its environment to support sustainable tourism. The issues Zakynthos and the rest of Greece are facing are unique, but we can still draw many similarities to Charleston. Both locations have seen the tourism industry explode in recent years, and we both have important sea turtle populations that need our help to survive. Both Zakynthos and Charleston are left to wonder what will happen if unsustainable tourism destroys the beautiful things people come to see in the first place. Alternative Break is a student-driven program that tackles social justice issues in a hands-on, immersive way, often by sending students to volunteer on location. It promotes active citizenship, being involved in the community, and it encourages students to be intentional in all they do in life. For this trip, participants must attend intensive educational meetings for months before arriving in Greece. This ensures we do our best work because we're able to show up with a deep understanding of the many causes and consequences of the issue at hand, and it prepares us for the work ahead. Another component of Alternative Break is group reflection. This allows us to deeply understand and appreciate the impact of our work. Students are able to walk away with a sense of purpose and a desire to continue fighting for justice.
Challenging to see that the main visitors to Earth, Sea, Sky were in fact tourists. While it is great that we educate them and they learn about the environment that they are becoming a part of for be it 2 days or a week, just the fact that it's such an inconsistent turnover of who's getting this knowledge made it very challenging to find any groundings in the community to save these turtles and save the environment that they were in. And I definitely would like to travel back to Zakynthos and learn more and interact with the community more with this social issue that I loved so much to become a part of. But if I don't make it back to Zakynthos, I will definitely be taking all this information that I've learned and all these experiences I've had while on my alternative break trip and every other experience I have in the future, because it's really impacted the way I perceive and truly interact with the community.
I feel like the work that we've done here, for the most part, really relieves a lot of the day-to-day kind of chores and activities that Yanni or Yana have to do, and that we can relieve them from doing that, and they can focus more on reaching out, getting more donors, reaching out, doing more education, trying to contact governmental organizations and help them.
Living in Charleston, I kind of had an idea of what it's like to live somewhere that is so heavily based in tourism, but to see the situation in Zakynthos and how the tourism there is just totally destroying the island, it really is a little scary, and it makes you stop and consider how important it is to do your research before you visit somewhere, because I mean, I had just never really considered it before, but it is really important to understand the community you're going into, even if you're just a tourist, because you want to leave that location as untouched as possible, and you want to be able to support the locals that are living there. And I know coming back from this trip, the way that I travel in the future is going to be really different, and I'm excited to tell my friends and family as well about what I've learned, so hopefully they can learn too, and they can make changes to the way they travel, because I know it might seem like just one or two or a few people can't make a big difference, but something we talked about a lot during reflection is the importance of every little action, and that's how movements get started, so we can't take that for granted.
Because I'm a hospitality and tourism minor, I knew that that was something that I wanted to look more into, was sustainable tourism and how it can work and how it can really not work. And I think that the island here is definitely an example of where ecotourism goes wrong. And so I really wanted to be able to see it firsthand and kind of combat it.
It's very important these days because things don't go very well globally, like I say. And the South means a very valid for the next generations. So more young people involved with conservation and sustainable development, that would be the only future for them. So for me, it's a very privilege to have the college here. And thank you very much for lots of help you've done, a lot of work you've done, and you're very nice kids.